What's up, Internet? We're back. Episode number, I don't even remember because it's been so long. I think we're at episode number 8.
Moto Parent Podcast. It's been a couple months, but we're back.
I don't even know what the excuse is. I know the first excuse
we don't
was
have any.
Everybody got sick.
No,
we were going to do it,
any.
but we don't have an excuse. We tried multiple
Just
different
never
times.
made time. Let's be real.
We never really made time. And we actually even tried to. We were going to have the cliques on.
Oh, that's right.
In Texas and Arlington.
Yep.
And then we just never really made it work.
It just never worked out. When we were available, they were not. And then when they were available, we were not.
So yeah, that's all the way back to Arlington Supercross, whenever that was, February.
I think our last episode was end of January. So the season has kicked off.
Started. Lots of things have happened since then.
This is going to be just a catch-up episode of what we've been doing, innovative trainings we've done.
I hope you remember all the stuff we've done.
I think I can remember.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, because I already don't. I have a hard time remembering what I did
February,
this morning.
first our daughter turned 1.
In February, yeah.
We didn't do too much until after that.
The weather didn't really let us do a whole lot. I went to Oklahoma once with a group of kids.
Yes, for an elite training
for one day, and it was like a 160-degree day, and it was nice. And for our elite program, kind of through the winter, we tried to do something, but the weather just didn't work out. It just wasn't very nice to us. So we didn't really didn't get to do a whole lot of that up until just recently, when it's finally been able to get back to the track, get back to training, get back to normal. So
you went to bar for a regional prep.
Yeah, I went down.
We stayed back. We
were all going to go, but then it was kind of cold, and it was just going to be too much. And I want to say one of the kids was sick or something. I don't remember. And so I went down by myself for that one. Knocked out a couple of days of training down there. Track was great. We actually had a bunch of kids from all over the place. A bunch of South Dakota kids, Iowa kids, Nebraska kids. It was kind of cool. Like I don't know where the Kansas kids were, but they weren't around there. It was all the kids from up north came down to get in a couple good days of riding. So that was
probably
cool.
really good weather from what they're used to, though.
Yeah, from what they had going on, absolutely.
I remember it being cold for you, though.
Yeah. So
then we went to Great Bend.
No, but before that, we didn't even talk about Arlington, USMCA.
Oh.
I mean, we kind of mentioned it, but...
Yeah, that's right, because we were going to do the cliques, so you're right.
Yeah.
So we didn't even talk about that.
So we got a little bit ahead there. So we went to Arlington Supercross, and we went to that one because the USMCA, which is the coaching association I'm part of, it's Motorcycle Coaching Association, had their annual summit, was on the Friday before the Supercross, and they asked me to speak on a panel of coaches with a couple street bike guys, and then Tyler Livesay from MX Factory, and I sat on a panel in front of, 50, 60 coaches, something like that, just to answer questions and talk about different things. And my little portion that I got to talk about was like relationships with sponsors and dealers and how to work that out. And it was really cool. It was really cool because I got to be, Jason Wygant was the host, so it was kind of cool. They featured a little piece of it in their, the pre-show, whatever you call it.
Pre-show for Supercross. I also feel like there was a lot of speakers. I couldn't tell you their names now.
Yeah,
but
Tim Cotter talked.
Yeah. Okay, so I knew that one.
Yeah, you knew him. I guess then I got ahead of you.
That's the only one.
Mike Burkeen from the AMA.
Yes.
Who Jeff Immig talked.
And there was a couple like outside of the industry speakers talking about life and...
Yeah, how to work with your athletes, how to communicate.
That was cool.
How to bring your group of people together. It was really neat. It was really cool. It was really informative. It was really great to be a part of... the association's been really cool. It's been a good deal for us, for our business, and just for everything. Great connections. We've been able to meet a lot of people in the industry, and then with that, we've been able to get really involved with it.
And you've done your what are they monthly coaching calls?
Yeah, they do. Stuff? They do once a month. They do it's like a Zoom call.
Is that for coaches only?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's for coaches. So we do the coaching association does a monthly call on Zoom, and the coaches call in and. They have people, they either have a speaker or they have, Q&A or things to talk about. And so I do those kind of once a month. And we have one coming up next month that they asked me to present on. So,
yeah, and you're going to have Brandon on there as well.
Yeah,
Brandon's
going to come on. Him and I are going to talk about coaching to dealer relationships and how important that is and working together. And
so kind of the same thing you discussed
but
at the panel, but more.
Kind of more in depth.
Intuitive is what I was going to say, but I don't think that's the word.
The other thing about it is it allows me to go a little bit more in depth with all of it and talk about just, how I work with Brandon and what we do together. Because when we got done talking on the panel at the summit, a whole bunch of people came up and asked questions. A guy would ask a question, somebody else come ask a question. Just, hey, how do you do this? How do you reach out to these guys? Where do you start?
I think people just don't know where to start.
A lot of them
without
don't,
walking in saying, "Can I have this?"
Yeah, and it's like, how do you provide the value, right? Like, obviously, it never works really well when you just walk in with your hand out and said, "I need this."
Yep.
You know, you need to be able to provide some kind of value for that. So that'll be a big conversation that I have, and that goes both ways for not just for coaches to dealers and things like that, but also for like parents and athletes when you're looking for sponsorships. It's like you need to provide value to them when you're doing it. When you're working on the sponsorship season, we're kind of past that, but whether you're trying to get money from the local hardware store to sponsor you, or whatever it is, you need to be professional in a way of doing it. You need to put together a little package or whatever you want to call it, almost like a resume. But there's 100 different ways you can do it. Maybe I need to do a big Facebook Live and talk about it.
I think that, and I also think next time we're with JP and Bobby, I think that's a topic to discuss, because I feel like they do a great job of presenting the girls, or having the girls present themselves to sponsors in the industry and out of the industry,
to create like opportunity.
And like they work for their sponsorship. It's not just, hey, I ride a dirt bike, can I have $100?
Yeah, right. You're exactly right. And when that's the thing,
they do a good job of it, presenting it too.
And I see all kinds of people put stuff on Facebook. Hey, Venmo, here's my Venmo. I need to go racing this weekend. And like, that doesn't work. Like, other than like getting grandma or your uncle to like send you money to go racing, like it just doesn't, you're not providing any value. And so if you create some kind of program of like and showcase what you can do for them, whether it's through social media or, events or whatever you're going to do, that people want to sponsor athletes. They want to do that. Businesses want to do it. It's a great write-off for them, and it's a great opportunity for them to get some exposure. But you got to do your end of the deal. And just going and asking for, putting your hand out and saying, hey, I'll put your sticker on my bike, that doesn't do a lot. Like, and I know a lot of people do. Like, maybe that works in the car racing world, but that doesn't work in the moto world. We're too social media driven. We're too active online that there's so many other things you can do, whether it's video shout outs online, it's posting, different things you can do go a long ways for your sponsorships on motocross. Well, we're getting into a whole...
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen.
It's okay.
We were going to do like catch up with us, and then it's going to go off in side tangents, and that's fine. That's what it's about.
Well, we're deep into one right now. So like, here's a perfect...
But we should do maybe a podcast on this if people are interested.
We're going to make a note too. If you do want us to go into it, comment on our post or on this episode.
I feel like we've had a lot of experience, especially with like Mega Camp and the sponsors we have on board. Yeah. And how we communicate with them and work with them throughout the whole year versus just, I guess some sponsors are just event sponsors, but there's a lot we have on board for the whole year for both UA and Cruise Racing. Yeah. Just Gepkin Racing in general.
Right. That have been repeat, and they come back every year and they want to support our program and be a part of it. But the thing about it is like, guys, like doing a shout out for a company that's helping you on social media goes so far, especially in the moto world. Like a video of you using their product or installing it on your bike or just pictures of it and tagging them so that they can share that content. Like that goes so far because they see it. Almost all the moto brands are small and they're almost, I want to say mom and pop owned or whatever. Like that stuff goes so far. Just like Callie in the coffee shop. Okay. Callie goes to Scout Coffee Shop. I get a ding in my email. I don't know, 4 times a week. She's going to the coffee shop.
True. Okay. However
once
a week at least. Okay.
Anytime she leaves the house, at least once a week. If she leaves the house before 10 a.m., then she gets a coffee.
100%. That is accurate.
But she does some posts and different stuff of just like, hey, check out Scout Coffee, well, whatever it is that you do. Yeah, no,
it's a good example because I have friends, or I guess I shouldn't even say friends because that's what I'm trying to prove. Like, I'll go to Burn, and not even was it Wednesday I worked out. And one of the coaches there walked up to me and she's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Are you even with babies? Yeah. I see you post Scout all the time. I went there the other day and I tried X, Y, and Z. What's your favorite? Like, just like casual conversation, but like she's seen me post it so many times. She's like, I have to go try this. And they know me by name because of it, I think. Yeah. And so they're like, oh, Callie, she told me to come here.
So she can go in there and sometimes she gets a free coffee and I don't see a receipt pop up when she goes in, or they get new flavors and different stuff. Hey, they'll text her and be like, hey, or DM you or whatever and say, hey, we got a new flavor coming out tomorrow. Come try it, or whatever it is.
But that's just how it works, right? Like, I'm spending money there. It's not like I'm getting everything free.
No, right.
I'm 100% spending my money. And in the end of it, I'm posting just a simple story.
Yeah.
and just tagging them and like talking about their flavors or whatever it is. It could just be tagging them, and it's drawing attention for sure.
And it's just that it's a small family-owned business, and they see it. Like that's, and so guess what? Now they can share it on their page, so it looks like people are coming to their shop. Yeah. And so it's just, and we want to support small business anyways. I would rather you buy 100 coffees at Scout than buy one coffee at Starbucks. Yeah. Like that's just how I feel about
better,
it. Yeah.
But, I mean,
that's a separate, whole separate deal. But like I would rather you spend your money at the local coffee shop, like or whatever, like at the local family-owned grassroots type thing. And so when it comes to moto, it is so grassroots driven that posting, talking about it, sharing on Instagram, Facebook, all of it, like that goes a long ways.
Well, even just Innovative is a side business for us per se. It's not both of our full-time jobs, but having our athletes that come to our camps, or even just like the weekly elite athletes posting something about coming to us or had a great day here, tagging us sharing it, for one, that's giving us exposure, obviously. Like, we would love your friends to join too. Like, hey, I went here tonight, I learned X, Y, and Z, I had a great time, whatever it is. Also, where was I
don't
going
know.
with
It allows us to share it, is where I think you were going with it.
We are sharing it, but it also, like, the people that follow us, this is where I'm going. The people that follow us and the companies that follow us see Timmy story and our story and is like, oh, what's this athlete doing? And going over there, checking them out. I'm just saying, like, it could work.
It creates a network
both
kind of
ways,
opportunity. Yeah.
And maybe they don't have a sponsor for whatever that is. And they're like, hey, I want to help them out. Here's the, I don't know. It just creates.
Yeah, it creates just interaction.
Yes.
Like, and all of that stuff, it hits the algorithm differently and it gets you in front of different people and different stuff. But that's a perfect opportunity, like you said, like, hey, Motorsport and Innovative MX work together, or Bees and Innovative work together. Oh, I see this kid he's riding at Scott's or whatever, or riding with Innovative. Yeah. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, cool. He's riding. Like,
let me go try it out. And then that gains us a new customer. And then it could also, are you going to sneeze? Go away from the camera.
Oh my God. That built up for entirely too long.
That could just gain, obviously, us a customer, but
maybe it drives gets you support from whoever that
I've seen people like come to Scott at the track, and again, we're going off on this subject here, but
we could go so long.
I've seen Scott at the track working on his bike or Cruz's bikes, and let's use Muck Off or Redline products. Like, getting your bike ready, I see people come over and be like, what is that? What are you doing? Like, I've never seen that. Or like talking about the products, and then you can be like, oh, well, this company helps sponsor us as well. Like, you should check it out. Sometimes we get free samples from these companies too. Like Hammer is always one that is willing to give us, gels. If you've done any track walks, you've probably gotten a gel or some type of thing from Hammer. And that just drives like, oh, Scott's using this, Innovative's using this, or Innovative is Innovative. I'm done.
Yeah, we're just getting, so we are, I don't even know how long we're in right now.
Promoting this product too. I want to try it out. Like, I think that's just fantastic. So,
no, I'm totally
if you're an athlete, if you're a company, if you're even a family-owned business, I don't know.
Just the kind of stuff goes a long ways, and like
and tagging.
Like, and just it shows that you're active. When you get to a track, tag the track that you're in.
Yeah.
Like, post a video of a picture.
I feel like we do a decent job of doing that. Probably too much, actually. Now that I'm saying that, I feel like we're both very active on social media.
Yeah, but it's just creating that attention, right?
Yeah,
and you like it, right?
Well, not attention, but I like just sharing my life.
No, attention towards the brand, right? Yeah, sharing your life. Yeah, and it's just like your YouTube, right? It just shows the days in our lives type of stuff.
Yeah, I don't even have 1,000 followers, but I just enjoy making them and posting them.
I like looking back at them.
And then literally we'll look back like 2 years ago when I was starting and like watch someone cruise with such a baby. Anyways, we're getting off.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
But Arlington Supercross was a blast. We did a mom and dad. We're kind of bringing it back.
Yeah,
to what
we're circling back. We're circling back to the summit and Arlington. There you go.
Mom and dad took the trip alone. We didn't take kids. We kind of thought with the summit or the coaching summit all day Friday, that was like impossible. So kids stayed back with Granny and Grampy.
And Callie went to the summit. She sat in on the summit.
Which honestly, like, I'm not a
certified coach, which I probably should be because I'm a part of Innovative to do it. But it was still interesting to sit and hear how it works because I'm just like more of the back end.
I'm the books. I'm the schedule, the organizer. Not
Some would call you the glue.
I do think if you threw me in a training,
you could do it.
I could not ride the training, but I could probably coach the training.
You could coach the training. You probably could. You could take over for me.
I could assist. Not a head coach, but I definitely could tell you what you're doing wrong.
Yeah. You probably could.
I could.
You yell at me enough. You see me ride bad
100%.
enough. So yeah, you need to go faster over here. So.
But anyways, Arlington was a blast. Went to Supercross, obviously. Had some
Supercross
good
was
food.
great.
Honestly, we went to bed every
Early,
night
yeah.
early, and it was fantastic. And then like the night or the morning before we were leaving, Scott's like, it's like 7. We should probably get up. I'm like, I'm not done. I want to bed rot for like 30 more minutes, and then I will get up and head out.
Yeah, because I was kind of like itching to get on the road and get going.
Well, and I just feel like when you have kids and you wake up in a hotel, like they're ready to go. They want food. You're ready to hit the road early. And look at that calendar.
I know
I
it's
can't.
so many colors on it.
But then we went to Great Bend. That's where I was going with this. JP and Bobby.
I think we did.
Run
I
Great
did
Bend.
something else before then, didn't we?
I
No,
think you just don't want
know.
me to talk about it.
No, I want to talk all about Great Bend. I had a great time. I just don't.
Well, first off, Arlington was before.
We're looking at our calendars, we're trying to wrap you guys in and get you up to date. And I'm.
If you care, but Arlington was before. No, I don't even know when that was. No, Arlington was
Great Bend was great.
February 20th. It was my dad's birthday. I remember that now.
It was March 7th, 8th. We went to Great Bend.
Then we went to Bar to Bar, which we already discussed. We kind of went back and forth here. And then we went to Great Bend.
Yeah. And so we loaded up the whole family.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot.
It was a
Coming
lot.
home to that trip, I'll never forget.
Coming home was, oh my God. Do we got to get into that story?
Okay, so we went to Great Bend. Obviously, you guys know Bobby and JP are running that track, and it was fantastic.
We announced it like before the world
I know.
knew. We probably broke those, but there's like 3 people that listen to this podcast, so it's fine.
It's fine. Maybe more. I'm 1, you're 2. There's at least 5.
Yeah, at least 5.
They had practiced that Saturday. Cruz and Scott both rode. It was pretty cold still. Cove and I sat in the truck a little bit.
Yeah, she was over.
It was one of those weekends that the sun was finally out. Still cold though, wearing stocking caps, and I fried both my children's faces and myself, but more so my children, and I felt like an awful mom. But we went to practice. It was Bobby's birthday, so we went to dinner to celebrate her.
Went to their Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
So we got to get them to come to town with us and go to
In
our Mexican restaurant. Yeah.
And it sounds like with a margarita tower.
Margarita Tower. That's right up here. That'd be great. Yeah. We'll be carrying you guys out of there.
Me, yeah. And then we went back to their house and watched Supercross. Sarah and Joey came.
Yeah.
Kids hung out.
Declan and Cruz just played.
Cruz
the
got
lizard.
to play with it. Is it a gecko?
Gecko. A
Lizard?
lizard, sure.
I don't know.
What was he calling it? A lizard?
A lizard.
Lizard.
He was not understanding why I didn't want to hold the thing, but
Yeah.
he loved it. He loves playing with Declan. He calls those girls his girls.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go see my girls.
That's pretty cute.
And it's really cute. But then we had training on Sunday.
Yep. So we stayed the night. We actually stayed in a hotel. We didn't
Yeah.
stay at their house. We stayed in a hotel just to give the kids, just to not terrorize their house any more than their kids already do. And then trained all day Sunday. I guess just not all day, but a full training session on Sunday.
was
We had a
pretty
great little
cold.
group. It was chilly. I should have probably pushed the start time back a little bit, but I didn't realize it was that cold until we were already into it. We were already going before we kind of realized the temperature. So
Cruz was so cold. He said he was going to do the training, got all geared up, went out there, basically rode off the track, came back, was like, Mom, it's too cold.
and then he just showed back up an
Yeah.
hour later back out there. Like he just rides when he
sun
wants to,
came
I
out.
guess. Yeah. It ended up being a really nice day. The track was great. It was fun. I thought you were going to sneeze this time.
No, I have a tickle.
But trained that day and then said our goodbyes and hit the road home. I think it's about, 4 hours or so from us to Great Bend, I think is the drive. I think it's roughly 4 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Cruz just...
So Cruz didn't really eat all day.
I'm sure
And
many
then-
parents can relate to this, but like when Cruz rides, first off, Cruz doesn't ride, doesn't do any activity. He still doesn't eat a lot because he only wants chicken nuggets, yogurt bowls,
Corn dogs.
and corn dogs, and fries,
That pretty much checks it.
and strawberries. Bizzies is what he used to call them.
Yeah.
Anyways, he doesn't eat enough substance. So then when you ride all day, you're a little dehydrated and you eat a bag of chips and a Gatorade
And refused to eat
and
anything else.
to eat dinner, which Mom and Dad's fault. We went to Culver's on the way home just because that's what was
On the
available
side of the road.
and
That's
how
what
we
was
could
there.
get there with our camper and everything. Or with our trailer. I'm sorry, we didn't take our camper. Got him a meal, corn dog and fries. Thought he was going to eat it. Definitely did not eat it, but wanted ice cream. So I said,
So Mom caved in and
Sure.
gave him ice cream. Like a great idea.
well, ruined it because about 30 more minutes down the road, he fell asleep, woke up.
We are 2 exits from our house.
Yeah, like 15 minutes. And Cruz starts saying his throat hurts, his neck hurts. I can't remember. It was something that I've never heard him say. Usually his cue is my back hurts. And that means he's getting car sick.
Yeah.
That means he's either got to shit or he's going to vomit.
Yeah.
So when he said my throat or my neck, I think he said my neck.
Something
and he
like
was
that,
like freaking out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Before I could even like turn back to realize
what was
that
happening?
I needed to grab a vom bag, which I do carry in the truck. It was already coming out, spewing all over himself, down the car seat. I'm talking gallons.
God, it was bad.
And then the smell. Ugh.
We tried to just like, let's just drive. Let's just get home.
Oh my God,
and
it
he
just
was
kept happening.
having a meltdown, and then he could smell himself, and it was all over him. So then he threw up more, and it was like, we are 2 exits from our house. I'm pulling off the highway to get him out of the car.
We had to clean him up,
strip
get him
him
naked,
down.
get a towel. He sat in the front seat very illegally, but I'm like,
Drove the rest of the way home.
totally fine. I'm like, are you going to get sick? No, Mom, I'm fine. My belly's fine. Cove slept through the whole thing.
Yeah.
We got home. They both were taking baths, going
Normal.
crazy. Yeah.
And
So
of course,
that was fun.
Yeah, just the whole thing. Like
And then when you vom in a car seat, if you have kids, you just know that it just freaking reeks no matter
And
how
it's
much
in the
you
car seat.
can
Hose it out,
power
wash
wash
it,
that
whatever.
thing. But you're not supposed to technically wash it.
we hose that baby
We
down.
did.
So, yeah,
and I
don't know.
still, for a while, smelled it.
It's gone now, though.
I feel like it just aired out, which is also gross.
Whatever, yeah.
Anyways. So
yeah,
that was
so
a good
that was
weekend.
cool. Great way to cap off our trip to Great Bend. You know
But we
what I
all
mean?
came home safe and happy. We had a good time with everyone.
It was fun. Yeah.
That's a good group to hang out with.
Yeah. And they just had a race that we missed, but it was kind of a scheduling.
I know. Well, we had trainings and
We got rained out of our
Easter.
training and had to reschedule it and put it right on top of their whatever, their race.
Race,
But it was,
yeah.
we were total opposite
okay?
direction. I don't know.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Then let's see our next.
Again, we're looking at our schedules
innovative
right now.
event. Well, I mean, it's been a few months. And
It's
then
yeah, we got a lot. We've done a lot of things since then.
Scott went to Bar to Bar for the regional at Bar to Bar area.
Yeah.
What did I say? Oh, regional.
Yeah.
Area for the day Friday, just a day trip.
Mm-hmm. We did our elite training the night before. Sophia came up and she stayed to hear
Oh,
at our
that's
house.
right. Mm-hmm.
And then I loaded up and took her down to Bar
So
to
you both
Bar
could
so she
ride
could ride
and-
and stuff.
Social.
I rode a little bit. I ripped a whole bunch of teeth off my
Yep.
rear sprocket, so that was fun. That was cool, front and rear sprocket. So that ended my day pretty quick. Well, not pretty quick, but like for the last session, I literally rode up to the starting gate, and I'm sitting in line waiting to go ride, and a guy points at me. He's like, "Dude, look at your sprocket." And I look down, like, "Oh my goodness, I'm missing 10 different teeth on my sprocket. Like, I guess I'm done for the day." And so loaded that up. She got to ride a little bit, and we turn around and zoom back home, start all over again, and then.
Long day.
Yeah. Oh, we did track walk. That's
Yeah,
what
you
I
did
went
track
down there
walk.
to do the
Yep.
track walk. Yeah. So we rode, had that happen. I did a full track walk with a whole bunch of people, and walked and talked basically, and then zoomed back home to be home for the weekend. So
Yeah.
I don't know
That
what
really
after that.
kind of just wraps up February.
so we've made it through February.
Oh, no, really? Oh, no, that's like March.
No, yeah, we're
February,
that wraps up.
March. But really, end of March, we went to 4 states for the Missouri State round 1.
Round 1, Missouri State, which was an interesting weekend all on its own as well. We just have everything
I don't
is
feel
an
like it was.
adventure
I mean,
with us.
Sunday was interesting, but Cruz got to race, and he hasn't raced since Father's Day weekend was his very first race last year at Grain Valley.
And then he raced Cascade.
And then he raced. Yeah, I feel like that doesn't count. It counts, but like
That was it. That's it.
doesn't
Yeah,
count.
right.
But
So
those are
this-
his 2 races he's done. So I'm
Ever
like,
done.
this year is his first like official season of racing. What is he? AMA 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went to Mo State. No, 4 states.
4 states. 4 most state.
4 Mo State. And went down Friday night. Sarah, Joey, the Swopes were there. The Wards. I don't even know who else.
I mean,
was
it seemed like
parked.
everybody was
Yeah.
there, but
we
by
were all
us.
parked by each other.
Sophia.
It was so fun.
Jason,
Oh, Sophia, that's
The
right.
Hamiltons, the Kindles.
Yes.
I mean, we go down the Deans.
The Deans
I mean,
were
just
across. Yeah, it was a good time. I
Whole bunch
feel
of
like
people.
a whole bunch of people turned out there. My dad texted me Saturday practice and was like, if I come down Sunday morning, I might come down Sunday morning. I'm like, just come down tonight and just stay with us. Like, you can sleep with Cruz.
Yeah, you can sleep in the camper. We have a spot as long as you don't mind sharing it with a 4-year-old.
Yeah, so he did. So that was a lot of fun, too. Dad came down Saturday night.
And I thought he was just coming down to, like, come hang out.
Yeah.
No, he showed. He's got his dirt bike with him. He's riding. I missed the memo. I completely missed it.
Well, I didn't know that either. He didn't mention that, but yeah, that was fun. So Grampy raced. Cruz thought that was a blast.
So what happened Friday night? Do you remember?
Friday night.
The heat in the camper
right.
quit working.
And it was like 40 degrees that night.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
So Callie wakes me up. It's like
no
midnight.
one slept that weekend.
Yeah, there was zero. So I don't. It seems like I never sleep when we are at the track.
The camper never is like, I hope one day it's like comfy to me because it's not comfy for me.
You need to get it together then.
Well, I feel like I always hear things, and I probably do, like dirt bikes or...
You need to get rid of the baby monitor at bedtime.
Yeah.
Because she's 3 feet away.
I know. No, you're right. It's just...
Not 3 feet, but like, it's a door. There's a bedroom.
Anyways, I just kept waking up because our AC, well, it turns out the thermometer was bad. Was it called a thermometer?
No,
thermostat.
Okay, so it's Friday night. We get down there Friday night. We're set up. Everything's cool. We're up late. You know, we're hanging out with everybody. The kids are running around playing. He's having a great time. We get everybody washed, which was a nightmare again. like bath time at the track is always a nightmare.
Focus.
And then we go to bed, and like midnight comes around. It might have been like 2 a.m.
I feel like it was before that because you were like, why does that keep kicking off? You kept saying like, why is it like just shutting off and not shutting back on? And you kept resetting it.
No, that's what I did all night. You woke me up because it's freezing in here.
Yeah.
I was sleeping good, so it was good for me.
It was cold. I heard Cove starting to move around.
So I'm like, what in the world? So I get up and the heat's not on. I'm like, what in the world? So I turn the thermostat off and I turn it back on. And guess what? Kicks back on. Oh, okay, cool. It's fixed.
Go back to bed.
I can just reset it. Get back in bed. Whatever. I go back to bed, and an hour later,
do the same
you
thing.
wake up because it's cold
so
again.
Cold.
It's like 40 degrees, and they keep like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Get up, turn it back off, turn it back on again. And like, I know we have propane because it's all full. I went through all that. And so that's literally all night long. I think I woke up every 45 minutes to reset the
kids
thermostat.
Were freezing.
But they slept.
For the most part.
But I was awake every 45 minutes on Friday night going into this. So then Saturday morning comes around, and I'm like, what am I going to do? We have a whole other night here.
Yeah.
I got to figure out what's wrong. And I don't know if the thermostat's bad. I don't know if something's wrong with the heater itself. Like I'm Googling. It's 3 a.m. and I'm laying because I'm still awake.
I think you texted Brad too that morning.
Yeah. So that morning I woke up. It's like, hey, the misers are here. Brad's a heating and cooling guy. Brad, can you come help me? Like,
just let us know what we need to do.
Yeah. Just tell me what you think I need to try here. So he actually comes over, and he's got this little tool bag of like stuff to work on. He's like, hey, let's try this, try that, try this, try that. So we find out that the heater cover on the outside of the camper's like has some caulking on it to hold it on. So we had to get a knife out and cut that. Well, guess what? I cut the shit out of my finger with the razor blade knife because I like dropped it as I was cutting it, slipped right through my hand, cut the shit out of my finger. So that was cool. So we get that off, go through it, check it out. All of that's working like it's supposed to. The propane's full. We know that. So then it really only brings it back to the thermostat, which I kind of thought it was that anyways at 3 a.m. when I was Googling. So then I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? How do I figure this out? So then it's 7 a.m. I'm waiting for all these camper places to open, and I just start getting on the phone. Ringing the phone. Saturday morning, boom, 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 boom. Find one. I find a thermostat at a camper place 20 minutes away up the road. So what do? I jump in the truck, and I drive 100 miles an hour to get there and get the thermostat, and then turn around and come back to make it in time for practice to start.
Which he missed like one round.
No, I got back just in time for it to start.
I thought you missed one.
Cruz was sitting on the starting gate.
That's right. Colton helped me.
Yeah.
Colton helped me. I had Cove on me too, and she was asleep, of course. So Cruz needed his bike off the stand with the sleeping baby. I didn't want to wake her up. So Colton helped me down, and then we walked up to, and Scott comes running up there. That's right.
Yeah, our new truck's really fast, by the way. Like, it drives really fast. Zoom all the way out there, get the thermostat, and at least I have it. So then zoom all the way back, don't even jack with the camper, and I park the truck and run straight to the starting line because he's on the gate ready to go.
Which Cruz did fantastic. I'm going to interrupt here.
No, that's great. That's the camper story. So
yeah. Well, then we get it fixed at the end.
We had to fix it after that.
Yeah, Cruz. So this was obviously his first time at 4 states. And again, I'm going to just keep tooting his horn because he hasn't really rode other tracks besides Kingsville recently this year.
Yeah.
Grain Valley last year, and the Cass County Fair.
Yeah, like,
and now Great Bend. I guess so this year he's been riding tracks. So Great Bend.
He's done some more this year, but I mean in the past
that's
it's just
the goal,
been here
right?
at the
This
house and
year
stuff,
our goal for him is just to go to different tracks, practice, and if we're racing, race. Like I want him just to do it, and he wants to do it. He is so stoked. He doesn't understand still, and I've said this before, the practice schedule. He just wants to go out. Oh, Dad, you're going here. I come too.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
doesn't
no,
understand
that's
waiting
not how
his
that
turn.
works.
Yeah.
You have to wait your turn, or it's like, Mom, it's my turn again. Or he'll like pull off. He's like, okay, now I do the P-dub. I'm like, no, now you have to wait. Like he just doesn't quite understand that. And same with race day. Race day rolled around. I'm kind of jumping the gun, but race day rolled around. He'd get off the track. He's like, Mom, I got like 4th or 5th. And then now can I race the next class? Like, no, you've got to wait your turn. And that's a long day for a 4-year-old.
Right.
Like he was like race 21 and
14. Or
I don't
whatever
even
was.
know.
Yeah, I don't
It
even
seemed
know.
like a long time he had to wait. But we got the thermostat.
Brad
thermometer.
had to come help me. I took it all apart. I thought I
Done
could
that
do
night.
it, and then I was like, "What is going on?" Brad had to come help me, so we got it.
So the camper was much better Saturday night. My dad stayed with us.
We all slept
We all slept for the most part.
for the most part.
Yeah. And then Sunday, of course, race day is always just up early, busy, getting everything ready. Race day with Scott racing, and cruise racing, we still haven't figured out quite
It's
yet.
a lot. It's
And I'm
so
not
much.
sure if we're probably ever going to, because I think we're just going to pick races that Scott will race with Cruz, or just races Cruz is going to race, and we focus on Cruz and
Yeah.
Dad be Dad and maybe moto coach.
It
So,
was so hard doing the riding. I
But
think I
people
rode
do it
plus
all the
25,
time.
plus 30, plus 35,
know.
whatever it was. And I know guys do it, but it was so hard. So Cruz would be like 2 motos after me or 1
Yeah.
moto after me. So Callie's dad took my bike to the line, like picked my gate out and everything, and I was out walking the track. I'm walking hundreds of yards
well, I
out
think
in
it's
all my
hard
gear.
too where Cruz is
Wow.
at. He's
Exactly.
in those little classes where you have to. Someone
He
has to
needs
be
the
out
help.
there.
Yeah. He
And
can't
like
pick up
I
his bike,
could
so.
strap Cove on me and go out there, but she's also in this stage of.
Don't strap me to you. I want to go on my
Yeah,
own.
if she's not asleep, she is not going to be on me. She wants to crawl and do that, and you can't do that in the middle of a moto track. Like
No,
that's
it
just
doesn't
not
work.
how that's going to work. So it's just a little different.
It's a
right
lot
now.
of work. It's a lot going on. Dad
think
was
it'll get
very
better.
busy, but I think it will get better just as he gets bigger. Of course it will. Like all of that does, but
he'll
it
be
was
more
just
self-sufficient. Not like, oh, I have to go potty. Okay, let me help you. Like,
Yeah, right.
Like all the things.
it's just a lot. And so I think I sat down for all of 3 minutes on race day, and it was.
I just feel
didn't
like
have
we're
a lot of
always
fun,
separate.
but yeah, we were.
Yeah,
I think we
like I
talked
was
twice,
inside with
yeah.
Cove, or I was grabbing you guys snacks, or I don't know what that was. I just feel like we were just battling against each other all day. Not battling,
like
but
just
like
going separate directions
yeah.
the whole time.
Or like
yeah.
my dad. Thankfully, honestly, he was there because it was a nice middleman. And Sarah and Joey, every time we park with them, they're always helping
They're
too.
so
like,
helpful,
oh, they're
yeah.
grabbing Cove to help me go get snacks for them
Yeah.
or whatever. Like sometimes I just leave Cove out there playing, and she's fine, and she's totally fine. Like if she cries a little bit, but Sarah goes and picks her up and like helps, and like that's.
That's
I don't
part of,
expect
one of the best
that,
parts
but
about
it's like
moto, yeah.
so nice that we just have, and like Cruz like runs off and plays now, which I'm getting used to now. Like he loves it, and I'm trusting the parents that he's with, which we know them. He's
Right.
never been with someone that we don't know, so I'm just learning that as a parent right now.
that it's
the
okay
let
that he's
go.
2 campers away.
Yeah,
Like, that he's
and not
right on
have
the
to
other
like
side.
go check on him all the time. So that's been fun, and Cruz absolutely loves it. Like he'll wake up and be like, "What do you think those boys are doing? Like, what do you think Grayson's doing right now?"
Or like at bedtime, he'll
Or do
be
you think
asking
he's
that. Like
awake?
everyone's in bed, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, look out the window. No one's out there.
Yeah.
Like you're going to sleep. So that's always still
a challenge.
a battle. But we had a great weekend. Everyone was
It was a lot.
healthy. Came
Everyone made it
home.
alive. Track was gnarly. Yeah.
Scott and Cruz both came home with a 5th place. Grampy came home with a 1st. Cruz thought that was the coolest thing. Just that all 3 of you got statues is how he calls them.
Statues,
But
yeah.
they're
Trophies
trophies.
or statues, yeah.
On my way home, it was great. Kids actually slept a
Almost all the
majority
way
of the
home,
whole
yeah.
way home. So that was great. No car sick. No
Yeah.
anything like that. So that
Oh
was a
my
good
gosh.
weekend. We have tons of pictures, I feel like, from that weekend, which was a blast.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot going on.
I vlogged the weekend, too. I haven't posted it yet, but it's coming soon.
So yeah, vlog. Check that out.
Check it out.
Callie Geppian on YouTube.
Yeah. But then the next
Subscribe.
weekend, we went to Supercross St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
I don't know how long we've been vlogging.
34
Vlogging.
minutes vlogging.
Oh, we're good.
Are you trying to just keep track of our babysitter time? You guys,
Yeah,
we
we
got
don't
a
have too much
babysitter.
time.
We got a babysitter.
That's another
to do
thing.
this.
So hopefully podcasts are coming more often, which we are planning for Mega Camp right now. which is Memorial Day weekend if you haven't signed up yet.
InnovativeMX.com.
So Scott's been telling me to get a babysitter for months.
For a while.
And I have a hard time doing it during the week because in my head, logically, I'm like, what is the point? I come home, the kids get out, I get them all, backpacks up, shoes up, blah, blah, blah. Start dinner, cook dinner, clean dinner up. By that point, it's already like 6 o'clock. Once that's all done, I'm like, bedtime's in an hour. By the time, in an hour, we start doing baths and doing all that. Cruz doesn't go to bed right away, but Cove does. I don't want a babysitter to have to deal with the crankiness of a baby at 6:45. But here we are, 6:45, and I'm sitting out here with her inside of the babysitter, which it's Ella, and we love her. But we have a few options, actually, of good babysitters. So
I'm just proud
I need
of you
to
for
use
using
them.
it. Yeah,
and
I'm
this
proud
is
of you.
my third week of using her.
Second week.
But I'm doing it. So we can do podcasts or we can work on Mega Camp. Last week we tried to do a podcast, but we just did Mega Camp for like 2 hours.
Our Mega
which
Camp
we
time
needed
frame
to do that.
It just took too much time.
And maybe it'll be every other week we do a podcast and then every other week we do Mega Camp. Anyways, so
Whatever.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, look at you. Look
I'm
at you
doing
spreading your
good.
wings or
I
letting go,
am.
whatever you want to call it. I don't even know.
I am. We've just been busy. Cruz is also doing soccer
And swim
on
lessons.
Tuesdays, and then we just finished swim. Tonight was his last night of swim. So it's just been a little busy, but that's okay. That's the way we like it.
Like I just mowed the grass today for the first time.
Well, half mowed because
I mowed half
you
of it
mowed
the other
half
day. I mowed half of
Yeah.
it today.
So that's
because
just how
all I had
life's
time
been
to do.
going. But I feel like everyone can relate to that. Like,
Yeah.
who's not busy? Anyway, St. Louis Supercross. We actually were going to do an adult trip, but unfortunately, Scott's grandpa passed away. And so we went to a funeral.
My grandpa
Thursday?
lived in St. Louis. So
Was it
we
Thursday
went down
or
Thursday
Friday?
night. Friday was the
Yes.
funeral.
So we kind of just wrapped it all up in the weekend.
One big trip,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Cruz went with us. We left Cove behind with my parents because,
Of the funeral.
to be
and
honest,
everything,
like
and the
she didn't
racetrack
need to
and everything.
drive down, be at a funeral, either go back with Scott's mom or go to St. Louis Super. Like that's not gonna be fun for her. Like, and I'm gonna have to carry her around at Supercross. Like it just would not have been a good time.
Would not have been a good time for you. And your mom was
for either.
available and wanted.
And she was
like,
available.
She wanted
She
girl
had a
time
Cove
anyway.
weekend.
She was all
It was
about
fantastic. They went on a coffee date to Scout Coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
They all know her as well.
Circle back to that. Your
Circle
mom's
back.
done business there and done all kinds of
100%,
stuff just
yep.
from you going there. So there
My
you go.
mom has done painting classes there, so it's all full circle if you do your marketing and social media correctly. But anyway, Supercross was a blast. Cruz had fun.
We had a great time.
Yeah,
We did it different this year. We
kind of.
So we took a break midday.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I
we
do
watched,
think was
like-
very helpful.
Yeah, we took like one break, we watched like one round of practice and so with USMCA, I was able to do the coaching interview.
Yeah.
So I got to go down on the podium and interview on Race Day Live in front of the crowd. And so because of that, we kind of get pit passes. We can get in early and do different stuff, and that allows us to kind of get in before the crowd. So we got in there and got to check out the pits real quick, just kind of a walkthrough. Cruz got to get a dirt bike and like check stuff out and whatever. And
Which, by the way, if you buy a full size like kid toy dirt bike at Supercross, it's like $45.
I'm sure it is.
That's insane to me. Anyways, he got
You-
one.
He got one
And a t-shirt.
and a t-shirt, and you got a hoodie.
Okay. What is that foundation again?
Right,
Remind me.
road to recovery.
Road to Recovery. Okay.
Super
They
good
got
reason,
me.
yeah.
I mean, the hoodie was sick. We
Super
walked
sick.
by. Scott was like, look at that hoodie. I'm like, yeah, they do a pop-up hoodie or a t-shirt.
Every round.
Multiple t-shirts. Cruz actually got 2 t-shirts because he got a Road to Recovery t-shirt too.
If you buy anything, go buy it from Road to Recovery.
But it's like a pop-up
design.
graphic design of St. Louis. Like this one was St. Louis, obviously. So I walked by and I was like, okay. And actually, I didn't purchase one until the very end. After the races, we went back down, or right before the races.
Whatever it was.
I can't remember.
We went in after
Last
my
minute,
interview, right?
yeah.
Right before the main
We
started.
went back down to the pits, and we're just gonna walk and see who all was
Go
down
talk to
there
Kevin
or whatever.
and whoever,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were kind of packing stuff up already. And I was like, okay, do you still have this hoodie in this size? And she's like, no, I have it. It was like the next size up. I was like, ugh, no, okay. And then I was like, you know what? No, let me see it. And
You
then
wear
she's-
your stuff super oversized.
Oh, I
anyways.
do. And she got me. She was like, okay, well, it really goes to road and like gave me the whole spiel. And it went to the 2 girls, the monster athletes that just got burned in the
Oh, I don't.
car. I don't know the
anything about
sport name, but it's like cars.
I
They
don't.
race cars or sprint cars or I'm going to get it wrong, but it went to them, and I actually just had read that story, so I was like, fine, yeah,
Take my card.
here's $100 hoodie. But
Sick. But
it
guess
went
what?
to a good cause,
And it worked out really well because Kelly
I wore
didn't
it.
take a jacket.
Yeah,
And it was like
Again.
40 degrees outside after the race.
we had to walk home after the races. But anyways, we went to brunch. Backtrack. Friday. We always go to Ballpark Village.
Friday
And Friday night after the funeral and stuff. We checked into our hotel, which we stayed this year at Lowe's. Is it
Lowe's Hotel.
Lowe's? Which is by Ballpark Village. So if you do have an adult, that hotel was
It was awesome. It was
fantastic.
great.
If you have adult weekend, honestly, with cruises, great too. It was close to everything. They have a parking garage right there. That's part of your thing.
And an F-250 fits in it.
Yes. And the rooms were super, super nice. Everything was like, I don't know. I loved it. I would say there again. And the price was perfect. They have a bar and restaurant in there. We just never got there
We
because
should
of
have went there
cruise.
for dinner because that other
It
place
was
we went
expensive.
sucked.
It was like a high steakhouse price.
Yeah, but
like,
the
I
other
would
place
not
we
have
went
paid that
to
for
was
cruise.
like, yeah, but the other place didn't. It took an hour to get
I
in our
know.
stuff.
So anyways, we went to Ballpark Village though and had drinks. Met Sarah, Joey, Madison, Jake. I don't even know the other Jake. There was people
bunch of
we
people,
saw
yeah.
there. But Cruz loves to play and run the bases outside of Ballpark Village. He
and
was
there's a
playing
big courtyard area.
with other kids. He found friends to play soccer at one point. He was playing bags with another. He was spinning around with another at one point. The restaurant
Just
sucked we went
making
to,
friends,
but
yeah.
he had a great time. We had a great time with our friends. And then Supercross obviously was a blast. We woke up, had breakfast. It was like kind of a rainy, poopy day.
But good
But
thing the race
Supercross
is
was
inside.
fun. Yep, it was a blast.
So we went to the pits. We left the pits, went back to the hotel, and everybody took a nap.
Yes, which I think was key before the night show.
Yeah.
I passed the F out. So
So
did
did
Cruz.
Cruz. It took him a little while, but he finally crashed out. He needed that nap bad. And he actually was so tired, like waking up, he didn't want to go to Supercross.
Yeah,
He's like, "I
he
don't
said,
wanna go."
I'm good. I don't need to go. But then once we got there, he lasted all night. We made
He
through the
was
whole race.
Full throttle, jazzed to be there.
He found friends to play with, which were actually
The Tomax
Tomax
kids.
I didn't realize who he was playing with at first because we sit in industry seating when we do like the USMCA interviews and stuff. That's just where the seats they give us are. And Cruz was just playing with some kids on the railing, like up and down. They were playing with some bikes. And Scott's like, do you know who those kids are? And I'm like, no. And then I saw Tomac's wife, or was it mom? Mom was
and
up there
wife,
first,
yeah.
and then wife. I was like, oh, okay. So he was playing. He loved them.
Yeah,
He
whatever-
was playing
whatever-
with the
whoever
little
his kids are,
boy,
yeah.
And one was asleep in the chair, and then there was a girl that he was playing with.
Yeah, they were going wild.
But tons of kids came. There was other kids in other sections that came over to play, so they were having a great time.
Yeah, and side note, the main event, 450 main event, is going, and people are coming up to Tomac's
Oh,
wife
yeah.
to like
That
take
actually
pictures
made me
with her.
so mad.
Yeah, it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, don't do this while he's out there
I
motoing.
feel like the people in front of us, so they're probably super fans for someone and got tickets through some like
Who knows? They had
who
Tomac
knows,
shirts and
but
whatever.
they
There's all
had,
kinds of that. Yeah.
Yeah, fan shirts. And I'm not saying anything against that. My son was wearing a Deegan shirt. Like, wear your fan shirts. But I could hear one of them whisper to the next one, "Hey, I think that's Tomac's wife." And then the next one be like, "Hey, down there, hey, John, did you know that's Tomac's wife?"
Yeah, like
And
all
I'm
over the place.
Leave
Like just
her alone. He is racing. I
Yeah.
think he was in like fifth or something at the time, and she
yeah.
was like intentively watching. And they're like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And she was just like, "Yeah," smiling, and she was nice. To
She
them.
did. Yeah,
Don't
she
get me
handled it
wrong.
great. It wasn't
But
bad.
there was a few times I was just watching because I was being observant of the situation. She was looking back at his mom, just like, "What is happening?" Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
trying to
the
watch
main
this.
event is happening.
One
right
person
now.
did
Yeah.
it, and there was like 10 more people after
Yeah,
that.
it
I
was
was like,
wild.
"Let the girl live."
So if you ever in that
Don't do
situation,
that.
be aware of what's happening
Yeah.
on the track, and then make.
If
your
he wasn't
adjustment.
racing, I feel like it would have been totally fine, and she
Yeah.
would have been
Totally agree.
And she was fine with it, but it's just a respect thing, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, don't come up to me if my husband's out there,
yeah,
or my son, or
or
anyone.
whoever. Yeah, just
like,
just
be
pay
a-
attention to who's
yeah.
on the track if you're taking pictures of who you think. Anyways, that was a random side.
But we had a
note.
great time. We came home Sunday, had Easter with your family, rushed,
Yeah,
Rush come
zoomed home, zoomed back over there.
but it was fun. Great time.
The whole thing. Yeah,
And really, we're pretty much caught up except this past weekend.
yeah.
We had Easter with my family, and you did
some
a private training Saturday with a
then-
couple girls at the sandbox.
Mhm.
And then we did HLR
Yep.
Sunday. I did not go, but
I went, zoomed down to Moberly,
Yeah.
and we got it in before the rain happened.
Yes.
I didn't know it was going to happen. We pushed it up an hour, tried to beat the weather, and it worked out. The track was awesome. So worked out really good.
We've had some good opportunities to go to different tracks already this year. I think we're planning more after Mega Camp per se. That's like our last weekend training until after Mega Camp.
Yeah. No, this coming weekend.
This weekend, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah. So
this weekend you are.
I am. We were all so we're going to P-Town in Pleasanton, Nebraska. It's just under 6 hours away from us. And it's a cool track. John, the guy that runs it, super cool. It's neat. It's a cool little track. It's got all kinds of elevation. The dirt gets a little hard by the end of the day, but it's still cool. And I'm heading up there. We did a camp. The first camp we ever did up there was last year, and then we're going back this year. And we were all going to go as a family, take the kids, take the camper, do the whole deal. Then we kind of realized how far it was. Try to zoom in that far on a Friday after work, and then
I just feel like we're
going to
get
on Sunday.
there at midnight. Try to get set up in the dark.
Yeah.
Have a full day, go to sleep, and then the next day we had to pack all back up and drive 6 hours after training. Like I just wasn't worth it. And the boys. Cruz has a birthday party for his boys.
His cousins.
And there's other things. Like Lachlan has football games that we'd like to go watch. We have another friend's birthday party Friday night. So it kind of just makes sense that we divide and conquer this weekend and wait for all of us to go.
That's a lot of car seat time for a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old for them to go. So if I can just zoom up there, I'm going to stay with JP and Bobby in their camper and then zoom back and just, go do what needs to be done. And then we'll ride here during the week. And then we roll into Kingsville State Race.
We've still been doing Elite here as the weather allows. We had Elite last night and you got we
got like an hour, a little over an hour
maybe?
in, and then it started raining.
It was like hailing.
Yeah,
and they were all running in our little shed barn thing down there.
Yeah.
It was cute.
At one point, I'm just standing in the rain. Like, I stopped, pulled them off the track. Like, go to the barn, go to the barn, go to the barn. Send them all to the barn. So we hung out in there for 20 minutes. Then it stopped raining.
It was just a mud pit.
Then it was just a mud pit after that. But we tried to make them ride in it. Like, guys, you're already dirty. You're already wet. Like, let's try to ride this. And they were going every 5 feet. They would all crash and turn and fall down.
The boys had fun, though. Yeah. They came in and played a little bit after. Well, a couple of them did.
Yeah.
But that's been fun having it kind of here.
Just being close. It just kept us busy. But it works good with Cruz.
Yeah.
And of course, I washed his bike after Force State, got everything cleaned up, and I worked on it. This PW50, I'm sure other dads can relate to this. I cleaned the carb on it, make sure there wasn't any water or anything in it, because those aren't the most sealed off carburetors by any means. Rejetted it, leaned it out a little bit, running great, cool, awesome. I did it the night before. I did it Tuesday night because I knew I wasn't going to have time to jack with it on Wednesday. I wasn't going to have time. And started up, runs great. He rides out to the track, gets up to the track, and it won't run right. Like, are you kidding me? So then he's got to switch bikes, and then I was trying to get somebody else to work on the bike. It was a whole thing. And then it rained, and then it didn't really matter anymore. But
yeah, he had to ride. It's funny, we've switched the way he likes to ride. So before, getting him to ride the P-Dub was the end of the world. Like, no, I want to ride my Zing Zing bike, which is his E2. He was so uncomfortable with it. He's like, I'm not riding the P-Dub. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. And we kept trying to Deegan rides. What's he call it? Not a Zing Zing.
Ding Ding?
A Ding Ding. That's right.
Yeah.
A Ding Ding and a Zing Zing. A Ding Ding bike. Like, you should really try it. So we got him a new helmet anyways. And so that was already kind of amping him up. He loves to get geared up and stand in our mirrors in our garage gym and just hype himself up. He thinks he's the coolest dude, which I love. Like, I hope he always does that. But anyways, I don't even know why or how. The new helmet came, and then I feel
worked
like
on it.
you worked on it, made it a little smoother, because it was pretty rough. Because again, it's not our bike; it was Lachlan's bike. So now it's Cruz's, really. But we need to get him a different one, a new one, something else. Yeah. But anyways, now if the Zing Zing bike is what we tell him to ride, he does not want to ride it. He wants to ride the P-Dub, the Ding Ding bike. Mm-hmm. And he got mad at me at Forest States because his race was coming up for the E2. And I said, buddy, you have to ride the E2 for this race. He's like, no, I don't. I have to ride the P-Dub. I'm like, no, you have to ride this bike for this class. And we literally argued for about 2 minutes. I said, you either ride the E2 or don't ride at all. You choose. I don't care. Like, I really don't. And he was like, oh, okay, Mom, I'll ride the Zing Zing bike. So the tables have turned because now
we're into gas bikes.
Yeah. And when he came back to tell me yesterday, that's where I was going with this, yesterday, that the Zing Zing bike the ding ding bike was not running correctly, is what Dad said. I said, okay, what did Dad tell you he wanted me to do? Because I didn't know what your plan was. I didn't know if you were coming back.
I hadn't called you yet or whatever. Yeah.
And he goes, get the battery. I'm like, okay, so you're going to ride the Zing Zing, I guess. And then Jason came around on the side-by-side, and he thought it was you. He goes, Dad, oh, you're not Dad. Because he was going to tell you, I don't want to ride the Zing Zing. It was funny.
Shout out to Jason, who did get it running right, though.
Yeah.
He got it working for me, but then it rained. And
so it didn't matter. But Elite's been fun at the house. If you're interested, we still have a couple spots. Not too many.
Not really much more. It's pretty much...
We like to keep it a little more...
Being
elite.
Here, elite, smaller, just so we can keep the noise down and get more done. Everybody gets their attention, and it's not super distracting.
Well, it's been fun. The group of boys you have are just like around the same age, bike size,
category,
little competition.
Whatever,
yeah, so it's been fun. And Cruz thinks they're just all so cool because they're obviously a little older than him.
Yeah,
those are his friends, though, his boys.
His boys that are not separate from his cousin boys. So,
Yeah.
So, who knows? Yeah. On to Nebraska this weekend, then Kingsville State race is coming up. Hopefully, maybe we'll do another episode before Kingsville. Maybe we'll take this stuff and do one at Kingsville.
That'd be fun. I think we're going to take the camper to Kingsville, even though we're really close to there.
Minutes.
But I think it'll just be easier. We have AC for Cove if needed, or we can just be there on Saturday night. Yeah. I think Sarah and Joey are going to come camp. Soaps are camping.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to race. I
think we're going to be Moto Parents this weekend, which that'd be a fun podcast afterwards just to discuss the weekend.
And if I can just hang, I think it's just going to take some stress level off of me.
For sure.
And
me too.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, just trying to balance all of that. I think let Cruz race do his thing, and I'm not trying to run the track in Tech 10s.
Well, I think Cruz will think it's cool too.
So.
His little own weekend. And then I think people are coming to watch him, which will be even more fun.
Yeah. So
since it's local. I feel like with traveling a lot, we don't have a lot of people that come watch Cruz, and obviously we want people that want to, our parents and stuff. So I know my parents are coming out. I'm sure your parents are. Your mom, Blair, said they were coming, bringing the boys, so that'll be fun. But let us know if
what you want us to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna try to kick this back up. Twitching.
We'll do sponsorships. Maybe we'll get the cliques back in because we were supposed to, and it just all kind of fell apart.
And obviously, we'll get JP and Bobby back on here.
We'll figure something out. We're gonna get some more people on. There's a handful of people that kind of want to get on.
I was saying that have told us. Yeah, we just haven't.
We just need, now that we're kind of getting a schedule, we just got to schedule it and make it work. So
now that we're caught up on our last 2 months here. Just let us know if there's other things you want us to talk about. We can go more in depth in sponsorship. I feel like we kind of went on a little tangent, but we could do that or whatever topic.
Yeah, we went on a little maybe we'll just make some notes and do a whole show on that.
Well, like I said, I think we need to ask someone that's really in it too for their girls and stuff. Like I said.
Like you said.
Like I said.
Yeah.
But Mega Camp's coming up very quickly.
Registration's open. It's coming fast.
So we got to
cram some details.
Open, so
yeah, innovativemx.com.
It'll be a good weekend.
Sign up. It'll be there. We got tons of free stuff to give away. You can win awards. You can win raffle prizes. You can do all kinds of stuff. We've got really fun events. We're doing limbo. We're doing slow race. We're doing whole shot challenge. We're doing last man standing. Plus, you got myself and 3 other USMCA certified coaches.
Fun.
Amy,
That's
Rob, and Mike. Yeah, super cool. So, be a really good opportunity to develop and get faster, get better. So
just have fun.
Yeah, we will see you then. What happened here? No, it's okay, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, whatever else it is. Download. What do you do on Spotify? I don't know. Share it, post it, tell your friends about it. We'd like to have more than one person listen to this podcast. So we will see you guys later.